I wanted to love this movie. I was actually really looking forward to this one coming out, but sadly, it just wasn't for me. Welcome to Bite Size Bunny. My name's Tony, and today we are going to be talking about Idiots. Idiots follows two transport drivers as they are tasked with the job of transporting a problematic teenager from a wealthy family to a rehabilitation facility. But that simple job takes a turn for the worse as things continuously go horribly wrong and chaos ensues. The best thing about this movie are the performances from Dave Franco and O'Shea Jackson Jr. When we meet these characters, they're at low points in their lives. They've both recently been laid off from their jobs, and they're kind of just trying to figure things out and make it all work. I was really vibing with the first 20 minutes of this movie as it lets us spend time with these characters, really take some time to get to know them, and we get to see these actors inject some life into these roles. And when these two characters eventually cross paths, they have some fun chemistry with each other, and I really enjoyed getting to watch the banter between them unfold. Sadly, the moment this film shifts its focus to the story of transporting this problematic teen, played by Mason Thames, it progressively runs out of steam and starts to feel like a bit of a slog to get through. Instead of focusing on these characters' personalities and really letting them shine through, the movie starts to feel like a gimmicky mess as it just throws these transport drivers into terrible situations, and that's about as creative as the comedy gets. This decision also makes the movie feel tonally uneven. There are sequences in this film that feel like they belong in a horror thriller that you can tell are trying to be played for laughs, and it kind of just feels awkward instead, making the viewing experience feel really bizarre. It also doesn't help that every other character we meet throughout this journey feels very one-dimensional and really lacks having any kind of personality, so a lot of the heavy lifting falls on the shoulders of our two lead characters, and they don't really have much to work with here. A big component for why I was so excited for this movie was because of Macon Blair being attached to direct it. Macon Blair is an actor I always find myself getting excited by whenever I see him pop up in various projects. I thought he was especially brilliant in Jeremy Saulnier's Blue Ruin, so I was really excited to see what he would bring to the table from a direction standpoint, and I do think he has a lot of potential, and I'm still excited to see what he does with his next project. There were multiple sequences throughout this film that I thought were very impressive from a direction standpoint, and I do think he managed to bring some personality to this movie through his direction. I just wish the film worked better for me as a whole, but in the meantime, I'm going to be giving Idiots a 4.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff. And have you seen Idiots yet? If so, what are your thoughts on the movie? Or if you haven't seen it yet, what is your favorite comedy of 2026 so far? I'd love to know.